A stroll through Loose Park the other evening brought a pleasant surprise to walkers and bicyclists. Two ragtime musicians playing and practicing for this weekend's Ragtime Revelry. Ragtime musicians from around the country, even from around the world, are arriving for 3 days of good music, and you're invited. Brad Finch is here, Peter Lundberg, they're two ragtime revelers. Peter has come here from Sweden, Peter?
Yes.
Why do we not associate ragtime in Sweden?
Oh, I think it's pretty obvious. There are about two of us who actually do ragtime there, but of course it's a kind of a world music, and it was in those days.
Yes, it was, but we're very proud to claim ragtime roots right here to Kansas City and Sedalia. Scott Joplin lived in Sedalia. Maple Leaf Rag, his signature song.
Yeah. Kansas City had several important composers as well. Charles L. Johnson was a major composer that decided to remain in Kansas City. E. Harry Kelly stayed in Kansas City. James Scott came to Kansas City, wrote a lot of rags, and then toured around. So we have a lot of history here, too, as well.
Brad, you're not a musician, you're just a ragtime lover.
A fan, just a fan.
And you've pulled this together. You have ragtime musicians coming in from New Orleans. Peter from Sweden. Someone else is coming from Sweden?
Yeah, he couldn't make it, but
all right.
We were supposed to filling in for
from
him.
Fayetteville, Arkansas. A lot of homegrown talent. Someone from Joplin, Missouri. And you're going to be playing all weekend.
All weekend. It starts at 12:30 at Californo's. We'll have a lunchtime event for a couple hours, some informal playing, and then at 7:30 it's our main concert at Community Christian Church, and admission to that is $10, but the other event is free.
We should give some credit to these two fine gentlemen who were at Loose Park playing. They're a couple of Kansas City ragtime.
They live in Kansas City, Kansas. It's Dennis Pash on banjo mandolin and Kevin Sanders on guitar. Make up the Etcetera string band.
They were just sitting on a rock wall there by the Rose Garden. You should have seen people's faces as they come around. Here are these two musicians all dressed up.
It's wonderful music, and it attracts people.
It makes you smile.
It does.
It's just happy music. So what do people think of ragtime in Sweden, Peter?
Well, they think of it as one type of old-fashioned music, but happy music. It's just in there in the picture, and it's a universal thing. Music is basically universal. We all know that.
It's going to be universal, and it's going to be right here in Kansas City this weekend. The first event, as you mentioned, is tomorrow, lunchtime at Westport, in Pennsylvania, Californo's.
Yeah, Californo's, it's 4124 Pennsylvania.
All right, and then tomorrow evening, a concert at Community Christian Church, $10 at the door. Lots of good music, guaranteed to make you smile. Thank you, Brad. Thank you,
Thanks.
Peter. We'll be back in a moment.
Where can you see and compare?